Happy Monday, everybody. So, this is going to be our mini love readings for tonight. All right, the list is still open in case anyone's interested. We do have three options to choose from as far as the readings are concerned. So, you're free to choose your reading. If you click that black bubble in the chat, it will expand and let you know what readings I do offer for these mini love reads, as well as the forms of payment. So I only accept two forms of payment, which would be PayPal, which is linked in the chat as well as in the description box, and Cashapp. So no super chats, please, or any other, no free readings, okay, as well. If you would like to be added to the list, once the live is over, you'll be able to play this back. I will leave a timestamp next to each person's name. Um, yeah, so if you guys want to go ahead and purchase a reading tonight, the options that I have, if you don't see it in the chat or in the description, which you should, but for the mini love reads, they're straight to the point. Okay. So the first option is 25 for two love questions or topic. The other option is 30 for a love spread and 35 for a how do they feel spread. Okay. And like I said, timestamps will be left next to your name so you can come back and watch this, or in case you miss it, you don't have to sit through this whole entire thing all over. You can just click on your timestamp and it'll take you right to your reading. If you would like to remain anonymous, let me know, or you want your question to be anonymous, let me know. Just make sure you leave your question, your topic, or if you're asking about someone, in the notes section of your payment. Mind you, I do not say the person's name on the live. That is confidential between me and you. If you would also like to, um, if you would also like to just give me an initial of the person, that's fine. You don't have to give me their entire name, whatever you're comfortable with. If, like I said, if you want to remain anonymous, just let me know or go by your YouTube username or nickname or something that I can identify you. I'll put it in the notes and in the chat so you know who you are. And then when the live is over, you can check for your timestamp next to your name. Okay. All right, so hopefully that all makes sense. I do have a list going already, so if you would like to be added, like I said, go ahead and expand that black bubble in the chat or the description. Hit the more button on the description of this live. Okay, once your reading has been conducted and received, it is non-refundable. Okay. I do have a right to deny a person of a reading if I don't feel the energy or something is off. I will send you your money back and I will not conduct the reading. That is also a possibility, so keep that in mind. All right. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? I hope everybody is having a good Monday, Moon Day so far. Hopefully, you guys had some time to enjoy your weekend, even if you had to work, that you found time for yourself to rest. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Um, Thank you, sis, Miss Mahogany. Appreciate that. Okay. All right. So, why? Thank you for the tip as well, sis. I appreciate that. Okay. So, there will be different cards that are used for different spreads. So, like if it's a full love reading spread, obviously you'll get like an advice card, tarot oracle, a message from your person in question. If there is a person in question, how do they feel? Same thing, might be more oracle cards and tarot. And then for the just the straightforward questions, it's just tarot, sometimes clarification with oracle. Okay, so I won't use all of the same decks for every type of read. It really honestly depends on the type of reading that you get. Okay, just for your FYI. Okay, all right, I'm ready when you guys are. So, um, Miss Anonymous A, you know who you are. Your time step is 5 minutes 34 seconds. All right, let's get your reading, shall we? Okay. All right. Your questions were you like to reading wellness? I got you. Um, you're attracted to this person in question and wanted to know what he thinks of you so far. All right, let's see. Let's tap in. I'm going to use a deck I haven't used in a long time. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity. With definition, I tap into both parties' energies. As far as the current person that she is attracted to, what does this person think of her so far? You have the Queen of Swords with directs in the upright. How does this person? The Knight of Swords, action oriented, and it kind of wanted to come out in reverse. So I feel like this person has. I mean, we're two-sided people. You know, we have light and shadow. So the upright is action oriented, and the reverse is impulsive. So I feel like you guys do have similarities. You guys might be more of the rational minded type of person. So let's see. This person might be younger than you or slightly maybe immature in some ways. Let's see. What is this person? What are their thoughts of her so far? What do you think of her? The Devil, attachment with release. Karma, the Wheel of Fortune. They might have something going on in the background. The Death card with endings. This person could be going through a breakup or letting somebody go, like a situationship. If it's not like they were in a relationship, it kind of feels like a toxic situation that they were in. I do feel like you notice each other. I'm not getting a lot of like a romantic energy yet. From what I'm gathering, it does feel like this person's energy field is kind of wrapped up in some drama that they're releasing. Yeah, Four of Swords with rest. Um, yeah. So far this person may see you as the Queen of Swords, someone that's very direct, like honest, like you don't really have to say too much either. You notice how her lips are sealed and his is like he's yelling. So he may see you as like being more poised, more mature, more confident, maybe observant. Like they might not see you as interested in them in that way. They might think that you wouldn't be interested in them, which is interesting. But yeah, this person feels like they got. I'm gonna clarify this with a romance oracle, but I do feel like this person is wrapped up in like a situation or like that they're leaving. They're trying to get out of it, or they are out of it, but it's like there's still some lingering energy. They might feel like too, like maybe you're not looking at love either. You're not looking for it, but it's not a bad thing. Like I don't feel like they're looking at you in a negative light. It's just like um their perception of you so far, what they think of you is kind of like you're poised, mature, um, like you wouldn't like they don't really. I don't feel like it crosses their mind too much. But if they were to say like, because they don't even think you're interested in them like that, sexual compatibility. So I do feel like they are attracted to you physically, but they don't see you as like someone maybe that would be interested in them for some reason. Finding balance, vulnerability, concern. You guys might need to warm up to each other. Okay, thank you, Tamia. I got you, sis. Um, yeah, they might not feel like you're that interested or that you would be interested. It's not something that really crosses their mind. Like they just don't think that you would. It's like, you know what I mean? So I feel like they do notice you. They find you to be attractive. They may feel like you're more grounded, more mature, like you're not someone that just lets people in. Like I said, I feel like for sure this person is kind of wrapped up in something that's not healthy, or that they've recently broken up with someone, or they've let themselves go from a maybe a situationship where it was never, going anywhere, but it was just like something that kind of just they entertained it too long. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey Tawanda, how are you? Hey Gabby. Okay, I got you. Thank you, sis. I'll add you to the list. Tamia and Gabby, I'll add you guys here. Let's see. Your second question. Let me pull it back up. Hold on. Any potential of being in a relationship in your life soon? Any potential of being in a relationship? Let's see. Soon. Any love prospects or energies coming in soon? A relationship spirit, do you see that? Anytime soon. Possibility, Page of Cups. Yes. You have Temperance with balance. You've got Six of Wands with victory. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you won't be single for long. It's just like enjoy your space, your company. You have the Page of Swords with inspiration, Ten of Cups with bliss. So I would say, yeah. Um, it's really not much to say other than be open to the possibility of it. Still be optimistic about love, you finding it, love finding you. With the Temperance card, she's chilling with her wine, having that balance of work responsibility, but still being open to receive love, still being open maybe to do things for yourself that you enjoy as a single woman. It could be like the metaphor with the laptop could be balance work and relaxation with the wine. This time use it for yourself, like, because even when you do get in a relationship, you do want to still balance out having me time, still being your own person. I feel like this is just more so saying that right now, balance out your life as it is right now. Enjoy it, be present, but still be open because, yeah, I do feel like you will be in a relationship soon. It might be, I don't really get like a specific time, but I do feel you're not going to be single. Like, I don't feel like you're going to be as single as long as you might think you're going to be single. Let's put it that way. So, I don't know if you and this person are going to have your first date at a coffee shop, and I know some people are against that. You know, some dating coaches, the lady dating coaches, don't agree with that. They feel like it's a cheap thing. But if the woman, if that's her vibe, or if that's what's safe for her, or it could be like a coffee shop she's always wanted to go. It could be her favorite coffee. Like, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. But there could be something with that, or like meeting at a coffee shop, running into someone or something. Like, there's an element of surprise with this, something that you're just not expecting, and it could be in an unlikely space or something like that. So these look like Starbucks to me, Starbucks cups. So literally could be Starbucks or something with a coffee shop or some sort of place where maybe you frequently go and you're not thinking that this is the space. Because usually that's how it happens. It's not always going to be somewhere where you're used to going. Like usually it happens when you step outside of your comfort zone, or it's like some people meet their love of their lives at work, or um, gyms and things like that, or just unlikely spaces sometimes. And I feel like it might be in a space that maybe you wouldn't expect to, run into someone, your next partner. Okay. But yeah, sis, that's what I'm seeing for you. All right. Sending much love as always. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. I'll catch you soon. All right. Yes, we good over here, sis. We chilling. I hope you're doing good, everybody. So, let's keep the list moving. I do have to add a couple of ladies to the list. Give me a second here. So, Tamia, Gabby. I'm going to update the list here. Give me a second. Just gonna tag y'all real quick. Or not tag y'all. I can't. I don't think you could do that on here, but okay. All right. So let's keep the list moving. So Miss Monica, you're up next. Your timestamp is 15:55. Let's wait. It's gonna turn to 16 minutes. I'm just gonna do 16. Okay. 16 minutes. Okay. So Miss Monica, your reading is a how do they feel spread. Okay, I got you. All right, so this, we're gonna use a couple of different decks here. I know these kids are not playing outside my window, child. All right, let's clear the energy. Because they be making a little too much noise. I be finding strange things like scissors and shit. Food. Like, don't be, I'm all for the kids, but y'all gotta, be respectful. Okay, so Monica and her person of interest. Spirit asked for permission to tap into both parties' energies. What does she need to know? As far as this person's energy towards her, their feelings, their emotional space, their perception of her, their connection, situation. Okay, let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cards trying to fly out. 5 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. I can't see. What is this? 4 of Wands. 2 of Wands. And Strength. Okay. Okay, so 6 cards came out. Okay. So let's get started. So the first card out was the 5 of Cups with regret. All right. It might be something about like not giving as much or showing up as fairly as you have. You might feel a little intimidated by your abilities or your capability, or like, you know, like your energy seems to be more braver, more capable, more confident and self-assured, where they might not feel that. And that could just be from an emotional standpoint, like feeling like you're more capable of showing up for a relationship. You're more confident, more confident in being vulnerable, being open, taking a risk, taking a chance, not living in fear. So when it comes to love, when it comes to emotional connectivity, and this person may be afraid, at the same time, maybe be inspired, or kind of look to you as like in admiration, but at the same time feel a bit intimidated, if that makes sense. Because they're not showing you that they have disappointments in love. Like, they've had moments where maybe they've had to walk away from a relationship that they didn't really want to, with the 8 of Cups, with disappointment. They might feel like you're disappointed in them as well, or that they have disappointed you in some type of way. And I feel like this is a mixture of energy, like the past also playing into the present, if that makes sense. Like, this person is aware that they're affected by their past circumstances or situations, or their experiences, their choices, and also their current feelings and emotions and their choices here in the now, if that makes sense. Because yeah, they feel like you are generous, you've been giving, you've been fair. So it's like they see you as someone that may want fair and justice, but it's like it's not something that you need from them. you know? It's not like um a desperation, like I need you to do this for me. I need you to be here. I need this. But it's like it would be nice, or it would be the honorable thing for you to do. And this could just be like, how do I explain this? Like in a way, like they might be the type that feels like they can fulfill people on a surface level, but when it comes to filling up a cup emotionally, they feel like that's something that they struggle with, or they have fear around it. With the joy card, with the four wands, I feel like this person does like being around you, or they have a positive vibe about your energy. Like if they were to express this to you, these pencils are supposed to be the wands. So I feel like this is communicative energy. Like if they were to communicate anything to you, it would be, maybe they do tell you, or they more so show up when it's like when it comes to maybe lighthearted matters, or maybe even when it comes to going out dating or seeing each other, maybe they're optimistic about that. But when it comes to like the seriousness of a thing, or like really getting to know a person and unmasking, I feel like this person tenses up, and they might backtrack, they might fall away. They're really afraid to discover the other side of like the unknown of this, with the two of wands. So on the upright it's discovery, and in the reverse it's indecisive. So it's like they want to, but at the same time there's this fear, this, I'm not sure if I'm, ready to see what's on the other side, because they know if they were to truly like explore this connection, that it could be more than, more than what they've anticipated, in a good way. And I feel like a lot of people deal with that, especially people that are afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of the unknown in relationships, that sometimes if it is a healthy connection so far, or it seems like it's going really well, is that fear of having to commit to something and not being able to just fall back, especially if a person is used to surface level connections, or used to calling the shots, and used to kind of being no strings attached about their relationships, and not fully committing to something. So this person has that good sense that this could lead to something maybe more. And I feel like they're afraid of what that would be, or what that would require of them, because this person does have vulnerability issues, or fear of disappointment again. And it's like, while you're afraid of disappointment, you're disappointing the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, let me clarify this with the oracle, and then I'm gonna see what this person may want to tell you. Any possible potential outcome, or like upcoming energy, I should say, based off of where the energy already is. Person's feeling spirit will be texting you at 222, might be significant. Daddy issues, yeah. Nearby. So maybe you're going to talk to this person soon, or see them soon. With the no, there's some sort of block still, though. They are curious about you at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's almost like this person keeps you at arm's length. I'm telling you, like, it's this hot and cold energy. Soon as things, it's like you're getting warmer, you're getting hotter, then this person is like, back up. Once it gets warm, once it starts to heat up, they back up. This person could be stressed about something. They don't really know how to communicate what they're feeling, what they're thinking right now. What is this person's truth that Monica has a right to know and to see? Wow. Yeah, so they're afraid of, like, maybe they've been cheated on before with the is there someone else card. Not 100% sure, like, you're all in or all invested in them. I'm falling for you. For sure. I feel like they're starting to like you or something, or they feel like they would fall for you. So there's that fear. And then I want to talk to you, I want to see you. So yeah, it's like they enjoy something about your energy, but it's like they keep you at arm's length. But it's up to you if this is something that you feel, like, is this going to graduate past this energy? Is this person going to, step up? Are they going to rise to the occasion, or is this going to be like a cycle of just waiting and hot and cold? You know what I mean? So let's see what the potential energy is in the upcoming future, just based off of the current energy. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. It could be his energy, because Mars rules Aries. That Mars is a masculine energy. Um, it is going to be some sort of revelation that someone needs to take action. There is going to be action taken, but this action is self-motivated though. So it's not going to be influenced by anyone else, and it may even be a self-centered decision or action that is made, like I said. Um, New romantic cycle begins with new moon in Libra. Okay, so this is potentially an opportunity for either one of you to decide, like for yourself, um, like what it is that you want, because there is an opportunity for a new chapter in love, whether it's with this person or without them. There is a new chapter. So when I look at the Libra scales as well, and you also have it in the Six of Pentacles, those scales, this is about making the right choice and decision for oneself. Someone is going to make a decision that is just and maybe right for them. Like I said, it's a self-motivated, self-centered. And when I say self-centered, it doesn't have to be selfish energy, but just like what is best for me, you know? So I do see that. All right. Okay. So that is your reading. And that decision could also be very well dependent upon like what is fair and just, you know, what is in a state of balance. Um, yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. I hope this makes sense. I hope it resonates. Hopefully it won't be too long, like Libra season long, But if that's what divine timing calls, if that's just what feels right, perhaps maybe it will be sometime around Libra season. All right. So much love, Tesis. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope this reading was clarifying or made sense, or maybe confirmed something that you already knew about the situation. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next read. But thank you, sis, so much. All right. I don't know if whoever this is, I'm here. Hey, y'all. Hello. Greetings. Yamina, you're up next, sis. Let's get it. Let's get your timestamp. 2822. Okay, is your timestamp? Okay. How do they feel? And two love questions. Okay. Let's do the two love questions first, because the how do they feel spread can be a little lengthy sometimes. So we'll start with the two questions, and then we'll do the how do they feel. So your first question is, what is this person's next move? Okay, let's clear out previous energies. Holy Spirit, find wisdom, divine truth, and clarity. Ask for information to tap into Yamina and her person of interest. What is this person's next move, most likely, Spirit, that we can calculate? The Fool with beginnings. Seven of Pentacles with vision. This could be your coworker. Balance with the Temperance card. The action-oriented Knight of Swords. And Queen of Swords with direct. You guys might have a conversation. This person might try to bridge the gap and make something happen between the two of you. It's only a matter of time. Okay. This could be, I don't know if this person is going or you're going to, but it's like a conversation maybe at work that you and this person might have. Because I feel like this is them literally at work doing something. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Like there's some sort of maybe plans that are made. And it's been a long time coming. Very well could be a conversation about maybe hanging out, and it seems very relaxed. It doesn't feel like it's in a public space. Maybe you guys might hang out at your place or something after work. I don't know how you feel about that, but it does feel like you're unwinding after work or something, or you guys could talk and then it ends up you invite like you going home and then inviting them to hang out, and there's some sort of conversation. It's like the ice is going to be broken most likely. So this, I don't know, like this feels like a work situation, like somebody that I feel like this is the work crush. That's the energy I get. I'm not sure if that's who you're asking about, but that's the vibe I get from this. Because this is a person that's like working, and then this is somebody that looks like she just got off of work. So that's I'm kind of getting that. um, the two of swords at the bottom of the deck with the crossroads. You're both in your head about this approach. Um, Definitely, I feel like it's both of you because if you look, there's pink here and there's blue here, and you look at the Queen of Swords, it's pink. Knight of Swords, it's blue. So I feel like this is like you both kind of being in your heads about it, not really sure, like kind of feeling stuck, wanting to do one thing, but then your head is telling you no or telling you to do another thing. There's going to be some sort of conversation or plans that are made, or like this person like letting you know maybe what they want, what their intentions are, um, and then maybe you deciding like, hey, if you want to come by or hang out like after work, or maybe like the last work week or day of the work week or something along the lines of that. Like I've picking up work for sure. I don't know if this person is like a content creator too, or like they, I don't know, like at work, do they post or take pictures of the workspace or the content or something with that, or um they might message you or something through social media or like FaceTime, maybe something where it's digital. Like y'all are like you're looking at the person on the screen. Like so either FaceTime or like a social media like video chat or something. That's kind of what it gives. Um, and this could be the point where you guys talk about hanging out because it seems like there might be a conversation at work, or it's like not too much said at work, but there's enough to exchange maybe a conversation or exchange phone numbers or something. And then it's like outside of work, and it's like, do you want to stop by? Want to hang? That's what I feel. That's the energy I'm picking up. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, the second question is, how can you contribute to having a better love life? Okay. Spirit, source guide, how can Yamina contribute to having a better love life? How can she contribute to having a better love life? Ten of Pentacles with family, the Wheel of Fortune with karma, authority with the four, with the Emperor. Why I say the four of the Emperor? The Emperor, the Ace of Cups with feelings. All right, I already got the message, but we're gonna pull that fifth card just because. The Two of Wands with discovery, the High Priestess with spirituality at the bottom of the deck. I feel like leading with your intuitive knowledge and wisdom, or seeking that out, even if there's things that you don't fully understand, but still seeking the counsel of the divine, your divine team, because I feel like there's something important to you about ancestor legacy as well. Like you being very concerned about um, the future of your legacy and who you date, who you marry. Speaking of, I don't mean to interrupt your reading, I mean, but I just thought about this. If anybody is interested in booking a reading with me, I do have spiritual doula readings, and it's not just for people that are pregnant, obviously. It is for anyone that is growing, becoming, birthing something out, maybe feeling stagnant, healing some wounds, some traumas, maybe grieving, literally having a child, losing someone, grieving old energy. And I do have love readings that also, without Yamina's reading, just made me think of something. The ancestral guidance for, a person, just kind of checking in with your ancestors, your divine. Is this connection aligned with my legacy, the wellness of my ancestors, my generational future? And with this person as well, is this in alignment with their future and path? So I feel like that's your aim right now, Yamina, is like, how can you contribute? Is you seeking your divine team out, your ancestors, when it comes to the right relationships and connections for you, that are healthy and in alignment with your future generations, and like kind of paving a new path and helping to correct things as well. With the karma card, it's like turning the wheels in a different energy and direction in your person, like who you get with, who you dates, not just marry, but who you're dating. Like these dating choices have to be in alignment with the greater picture. So even if it's not like this is going to be my man for life or whatever, what are they contributing to right now that is healthy? Maybe that is helping me. Maybe this person is going to help me to see, like, there are real men out there. There are men that take care of, handle business, that can love me, that can show up for me, that are loving towards their children. And, there's different elements and aspects to this, like seeing what a real man is, or maybe this person helps you to kind of be softer in receiving a person, receiving love. This person may be, helpful to help you see your worth and your value, help you to see seen in a deeper way. And although they may not be your life partner, it's like they are the opening of that. They are a soft healer, so that could be part of it as well. This person shows you what family structure really looks like. Maybe their family, you meet their family, or they tell you about their family values, and that might inspire you. There's something connected to the family, the home, the generation, and something about replenishment and awakening. So your contribution is for you to walk in your divine wisdom. If there's things that you don't understand or clarity, you seek your divine team out about that. Being very intentional about the people that you meet, maybe consulting your divine team about the people that you meet, which I feel like is healthy, asking God source or your divine team to show you, like, is this someone that is worth, getting to know, or is this someone that I need to simply stay away from? Is this someone that I should be giving my body to, so on and so forth. Because there is a healing aspect to this. There is something generationally um, significant here too. So yeah, so that is one way, at least right now, I feel, or just in general, that you can contribute this, you know, into a healthier love life. Allow your divine team to guide you on that a little bit more. Okay. All right. So how do they feel? Let's do that. Do the how do they feel spread. Okay. So whoever you have on your heart and on your mind, let's see. How do they feel about you? Divine Spirit, this person in question that Yamina is asking about, how do they feel? How does this person feel? How does this person feel? Page of Swords, inspiration. Judgment with evaluation. Three of Swords with heartache. The Page of Cups with possibility. Three of Cups with celebration. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles with teamwork. Okay, I don't know if this is the work, boo, okay, but I kind of feel like it possibly could be about them, but I could be wrong now. But I feel like this person right now feels kind of drawn and inspired. There's something about conversation. Maybe like when you talk or when you speak, this person is sparked by it. Why I say insparked? This person is sparked by it. I guess I was trying to say inspired and sparked at the same time, but they are sparked by your energy or something, the words that you speak. Maybe you say things like, maybe the way that you say good morning, or maybe there's a saying that you say, like this person looks forward to it, to hear from you or hear certain things, or maybe they like conversating with you or talking with you. But it seems like it's initial, it's not a lot of it happening, or it's not something that is completely consistent. Like, let's say you might say hello, good morning, how are you, I'm doing well, blah blah blah, and it's like, I wish we could talk more beyond just that. There's not something that is fully solidified with this. There's something about wanting to communicate or talk more. Okay. I feel like this person does evaluate everything that you say. They try to pick it apart because I feel like they're like, is there any significance to this? Or is this just like me? Like, is it just all me? Or is it something there? So it's like they do kind of pick this energy apart, I feel. Yeah, it feels like they heavily dissect these feelings, these energies, what is being exchanged between the two of you, what is being said. Um, and maybe they're guided to with the judgment card. Like it could be that they are guided to like sit with like the words, because it could be just deeper than they're attracted to you or they're drawn to you or you're flirting or anything. It might be more so of like you might be saying things that they really need to hear, and it might be messages of or calling their attention to something that is important or alignment with where they're at right now or potentially where they need to go, helping them to make their next move, their next decision in life. And maybe a little bit like how they're going to pursue or um, connect with this connection, how they're going to engage with it. But yeah, so I feel like this person, they might also like have reminders of some sort of loss. Like when they think about you or how they feel about you is like maybe a fear of losing something pops up or a point in time where they lost something. Like you might remind them of somebody or the vibe could be similar to something that they felt or they haven't liked somebody in a long time like that or really felt a spark with somebody. Like, yeah, they might have had attraction and wanted to like, lay down with somebody or something like that. But to like maybe like someone or feel a crush again, maybe that's been something that they haven't felt in a long time. It's kind of a bittersweet feeling because it might be attached to the reason why they haven't felt that is because of a heartbreak or something or a loss that they've suffered in a relationship where maybe they were looking forward to it to develop and grow into something and it just didn't do that. Um, they could have put somebody in the friend zone before, or they may have just kept the relationship at a surface level or like a situationship and they regret that. Maybe they hurt somebody else. But yeah, so you like trigger this person in a lot of ways, but like not negatively. I feel like your energy invites them and maybe sparks them again to open their heart again. And that could be the evaluation, like, that they're sitting with. Are they open? Are they ready? Like, are they really healed? Have they forgave someone else? Have they forgave themselves? Um, but I do feel like this person gets excited when they do see you. There might be feelings of like fluttery, like butterflies in the stomach. Um, because they feel like there is a lot of potential here. They do kind of play with the idea or the possibility of what could be, or if it's possible to take this beyond maybe just like flirting or beyond just like um keeping it casual, cordial. I'm hearing, I guess, platonic, just like an associate or an acquaintance energy. Is like I wanted to maybe surpass that. Um, yeah, with the Three of Cups energy. So another thing too is like this person does kind of maybe fear taking it outside of a friendship because again, like I said, I feel like this person may have had a situation that didn't work out, that maybe it did start off as a friendship or they feel like they overstepped some sort of boundaries um with this. Let's see. I'm gonna clarify this. How the heck? How does this person feel? Lopsided efforts. Hmm. Growth and transformation. Like, yeah, it's kind of like they seesaw back and forth between like fully maybe letting their attraction or interest be known. And I feel like it's because this person is not 100% sure if they're open or ready. They have a little bit of this fear of repeating a cycle, and not because it will be anything that you do wrong, but just kind of like something that they do and they notice it, or a pattern or something. Because there is work energy involved. The teamwork card, the Three of Pentacles, is here, but it also can be, oh shit, card fell. Could also be another message too, that like, are they willing to like show up and participate, do the work in a connection right now? So yeah, this person does like you. Do you miss me? Please wait for me. So it's like they hope that they don't miss their shot, they don't miss their chance, because this person does like you. They wonder, like, do you look forward to seeing them too? Like, when you guys are not around each other, do you think about them? Do you miss me? Not in a sense of like a longing missing me, but like, does my presence matter to you? And when it's not around, do you like wonder about it? Do you think about it? Do you can't wait to see me type of vibe energy? Because like I said, when you guys speak, they look forward to it. It does something to them. All right, so what can you potentially expect in the near coming future based off of the current energies that are already present and playing out right now? Let's see, Divine Spirit. Okay. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So this person or you is going to contemplate like the possibility of this. There is like, we're going to take this out of the realm of fantasy, crush, or we going to like plant it into something, like actually make it concrete. Emotions are running high with the super moon. We have a super moon coming up sometime towards the end of this month, I believe, in Gemini. It's going to be a new moon, a super moon, if I'm not mistaken. So that could be a time where it's a lot of energy built up and a lot of evaluating and sitting, because I don't feel like this is just going to sit for too long. I'm not sure exactly, but the timing of it. But it could be a little time sensitive, like where there is going to be like a serious consideration of like, okay, what do we do with this? Or that could be when the communication starts to like kind of, the communication is kind of taken into a newer realm. That makes sense. Out of what it's been in. Definitely, I feel like around Gemini season, there's something with that. Okay. Because we about to enter in Gemini season, but around that new moon, something is going to activate, something's going to be triggered, something is going to be um, sat with for sure, with the meditate and contemplate card right here. And it's around like stepping out of fantasy and maybe making something a reality. Okay. All right, sis. I hope that resonates. I hope that makes sense. Maybe it confirms some things for you, but much love as always. I appreciate you. I don't know if you're still on, but whenever you do see it, I hope this message is clear, transparent for you. All right. It's been my pleasure. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. All right. So let's keep it moving here. Miss Mahogany, then Tamia, and then Gabby. If anyone else is interested, the list is still open if you would like to be added. Don't worry about missing it. You can always come back. The timestamps will be available for you as well. Okay, just in case you do miss it. Okay, you can always come back and watch. So, no thing. All right, so Miss Mahogany. Let's see. Mm. Self-love message from your guide, if led to. Okay. 49:55 is your timestamp. Okay. All right. I appreciate the extra tips, sis. So let's get into it. So I know you want to do a self-love message, and a message from your guide, if led. Okay. Let's see, Divine Spirit, thank you for divine wisdom, truth, and clarity. I clear out previous energies with love and permission to tap into Mahogany's energy. What does she need to know? Self-love. Four of Pentacles with security, the Chariot with willpower, Judgment, evaluation, Queen of Cups, compassion, and Knight of Wands with passion. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant with tradition. All right. I feel like you might be opening yourself, like the way that you communicate and express yourself from a more, I feel like unapologetic. Maybe in the past you might have maybe watered down certain things or words. Maybe there's something about the past. So this could be due to a past energy that came up, kind of triggered this energy for you to evaluate how you communicate, how you express yourself. Could have been like dealing with a particular person, where maybe you felt like you didn't express yourself in the way that you wanted to, where you felt confident or bold enough to do so. And because you're holding yourself at a different space and um, loving yourself a little bit more deeper than you have in the past, um, the way that you're communicating, this is a powerful declaration or just like a power move and how you're showing up. So it might seem a little bit like new, or you're not afraid to tell people what you want, what it is that you need. Because it's almost like you can do this in certain circumstances or maybe with certain people or relationship type of dynamics, but maybe when it comes to a particular person or when it comes to maybe a romantic situation or when it comes to someone that you really like, um, there might have been moments where this was compromised. You want something traditional. Ooh, okay. I feel like I know what this is a little bit, or like what the situation is. So I think it was you, because this is like coming up for a reason. There was a person that you had a connection with that was kind of into something different that you weren't really into, right? And I feel like this might be that energy triggering this stance to be like, no, I'm going to communicate wholeheartedly what it is that I really actually want. And I'm only going to say yes to what's in alignment with what I see. Because you want something that maybe a bit more traditional, energy of monogamy, um, someone that is on the same page, someone that honors what you honor. That's the vibe that it gives. So I see you like literally moving past an energy or situation. I don't know if you've been feeling led to um, move places, move states or something, or you just want to move out of a certain space that you've been in. This gives me the this card right here reminds me of when Whitney Houston was like the like opening credits of Waiting to Exhale, where Whitney Houston was moving from, I can't remember, I think she was moving from Denver to Phoenix, Arizona. And she was like, it's got to be better in Phoenix. But I don't feel like it's literally maybe that. It could be like moving out of a certain environment or space. Maybe that, you know what I mean? So your self-love is dependent on you saying yes to what you want, but in a way that's like, it doesn't compromise any part of your morals. And where maybe you might have tightened your stomach to be like, oh, I don't know if I should say that. Or, oh, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't know. To actually being more so in a place of fuck it, because I want what's best in alignment. Like we can say that and really want that, but it's one thing to really show up and walk in that. So that's what I'm getting from this. Let's clarify it. Self-love energy. It's like a vow you've made to yourself. You might have recently cord cut, or you're being encouraged to cord cut. Think about it. Watching and waiting. You're not like long distance between you. Yeah, there's somebody around that may still like have an attachment to you. Cords still attached. Like somebody that's um still thinks about you, still watching, maybe still waiting for opportunity to come back into your life. And it's like, and this could be someone literally that's a long distance from you. Um, are you going to keep that door open? Right? Are you going to continue to keep that line open, stay the course? So, kind of going back to the chariot card, it's got to be better in Phoenix, right? um, Staying the course, like seeking what it is that you want and not compromising the journey, because there's going to be some loops and some turns, there's going to be some detours, there's going to be some traffic stops, maybe some accidents here and there before you get to the destination. So don't look at the way to so much or worry about the way to it. Um, but I always say, as long as you have your head screwed on tight, your discernment is right, like we can move as best as we can, but sometimes we are going to have human moments where things don't always go according to plan, where we might meet people that are not it. But I feel experiencing like don't give up on your path, and not just romantically, but just your journey with yourself alone, most importantly, to keep staying the course, because you're far more advanced, more wiser than you were before at certain points where maybe you asked about where am I at with myself, or you're steadily expanding and growing, you're steadily learning. Even when you feel like you're stumbling, falling, that's a part of the learning process, the journey with self. And you have to go through certain things to strengthen your spiritual muscles, strengthen your self-worth, your value, or to remind yourself and reclaim it. So clear the air is at the bottom of the deck. So maybe this literally is like you need to cleanse your space, cleanse your energy of things or people. Definitely something with cord cutting. Um, let's see if there's anything your divine guide wants you to know. What does this particular guide want you to know? Ask for permission to tap in. What is a message that you wish to deliver? Yeah, they want you to know that the end of a tough cycle is approaching with the full moon in Capricorn, because this is the hard work, this is the hard effort that Saturn energy don't play. It's very powerful. It's very it whips you into shape, right? Have faith in your dreams with waxing crescent moon. I think are we in a waxing moon right now? I feel like we are, but probably not. Um, but yeah, have faith in your dreams. Like you've done the work. You've done the work. And I feel like now it's just the process of maybe clearing out that residue that needs to go so that you can have the things that you've been working towards. Yet a win-win outcome is in the forecast, full moon in Libra. So this Libra energy definitely could be partnerships, as Libra does rule partnerships, contracts, marriages. You also have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Hierophant can be commitments as well. Another, it's ruled by Taurus. So Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus. So this definitely is about love. But the most important relationship and commitment you have is to yourself. So there's something about the commitments that you made to yourself where you're going to see positive rewards, things that you've had faith for coming about because of the faith you've had in yourself, because of the way that you committed and showed up for yourself. So this isn't just outcomes and wins in a relationship, but this is also based off of the choices you made for yourself, healthy ones, loving ones that you've made. All right. Show the world the real you is at the bottom of the deck with full moon in Aquarius. So It's okay to be different, a little bit quirky, a little bit, just be you, because there's somebody for everybody. It can be disappointing sometimes down the line where you feel like the person that you are and how you show up is not enough for someone, but that's just a sign that they're not your person. It's not that you're not enough. It's just they're not your person. It's not the right energy for you. It's not the right circumstance, because the person that's for you will be able to hold and cherish and love and support what and who you are, and vice versa. So if they can't do that, they're not the right person. All right. So that was your reading, sis. I hope that resonates. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I wasn't really sure. Like, hopefully I read the messages right. Like, you wanted a self-love read and then a message from your divine guide. So hopefully this reading was what you needed, clarifying, encouraging, confirming. And as always, says, I'm sending you much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation again, the extra tip. Thank you. All right. So Miss Tamia, Miss Gabby followed after that. If anyone else is interested, after Gabby, that's technically. You're welcome. Not the head screwed on tight. Yeah, because sometimes the light bulb ain't all the way screwed in. Sometimes, like, especially when it comes to love, we're not all the way there. But no, you know what I'm saying, sis. The light bulb, I think, is where I got the head screwed on right. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. So much love, sis. I appreciate you. You're welcome. All right. So Tamia, you're up next. And keep your head tight on the swivel. Yes, on the swivel. Um, that reminds me of Martin. I can't remember who said that on Martin, but every time I hear that saying, that's what it reminds me of. Keep your head on the swivel. Okay, so after Gabby, it's gonna be my last read, unless anyone else is interested. So it's best to do it while I'm still reading. Otherwise, after that. All right. So Miss Tamia, your timestamp is, I cannot see that. Is that a 7 or a 2? 62:44. Okay. All right. So your 2 questions. Okay. What does your spirit team want you to know about your connection with blank? Let's clear out previous energies with love. Divine Spirit, ask for permission to tap into Tamia's energy, the person of interest. What does she need to know as far as this connection? Divine spiritual team, divine source God that has her best will and intentions, wisdom, love, light, honor, and truth. The messages that you have for her in regards to this connection. What do you want her to know? What do you want her to know about her connection with this person? Okay. She's been coming out quite a bit, a couple of times, 3 times maybe. Page of Swords with inspiration. The 3 of Wands with adventure. The Death card with endings. Knight of Swords with action oriented. 9 of Wands persistent. He looked like one of them. This one right here. You have the Lovers at the bottom with partnerships, but this guy right here remind me of like somebody that at a graduation like ceremony, like that one that does like a prank at the graduation, like just real stupid. Like, why'd you have to do that? Like, that's what it's giving. Like somebody that says something real stupid, blurt something out, maybe streaks at the stage, do something real dumb. Like, so I don't know if this speaks of this person's immaturity. Like your spiritual team is saying like the lack of action, um, maybe their words, their expression might be, um, I don't want to say blunt or straightforward, but it's kind of like childish, like no regard of the consequences of their words, their choice of words, or the time and the place for expression. Like there's something about their energy that doesn't feel completely grounded at times. So I feel like when it comes to like what your divine team, what ultimately what they want you to know about this connection with this person is that it was meant to spark something inside of you initially. Like this was a journey. This was the word adventure. Sometimes I feel like kind of comes off as a little too lighthearted at times, or like not as serious as it actually is. Like an adventure, I feel like is just you're venturing out in a certain energy, right? And I feel like this was meant to kind of come at a time where maybe you were still learning something about yourself, learning something about your own energy, learning about what it is that drives you, learning about what desires you have. Maybe there's something with that, something about desires, um, focus, drive that was intentional. It was supposed to happen. I feel like it was supposed to help you um, birth yourself in some way, but at the same time also lay something to rest. There's this connection. I do feel like it has served a particular purpose, and it's not all like this was just this nothingness, just a waste of energy, waste of space. This person, they're not perfect, and neither are you. They may not be the one, but there was something significant that was experienced here that was necessary or was something that you can take positively. It's not something to just completely throw away as I wasted my time. If it didn't amount to what I wanted it to amount to, then it was just a waste. No. Mm-mm. The persistence, this person could lack I'm hearing the word fortitude specifically, lack the fortitude that was necessary or that is something that you deserve in a relationship that was lacking here. There is a partnership for you. It's like once you, I don't know, maybe let this energy go, but I want to be careful before I say that. Um, but it does feel like this is not the connection for you. This is not the last, you know, place where your heart is going to rest with someone. This doesn't feel like this is the person. Yeah, separation needed, money matters, on the same page. So, like, one of you guys may need to focus on your stability right now, not like any scarcity, poverty mindset, got to hustle or over hustle and extend myself, but from a place of like, there's something that you need to tend to. Maybe you know what that is. Maybe you have goals for yourself, and it's like, this is only a distraction at this point, and you deserve somebody that's on the same page as you in more ways than one. Like, if it's like simple as far as like if you want someone that you can be in a committed relationship with, but this person is telling you that they're not ready for that or they don't know what they want or they're entertaining multiple people. Obviously you're not on the same page, right? I want marriage. Well, I don't know if I really want marriage. That's not really for me. But instead of seeing like, oh, we just are not a match, well, maybe they'll change their mind. I don't want kids, but I want kids. I believe in God. I don't believe in God. Like that doesn't work. Not saying that it's those specific things, but that's like clear science. Like we just don't match. We just ain't a match type of energy. Okay. All right. Your second question. Let's see. I probably already answered this, but let's see. Where is your connection with blank headed? Spirit, divine source, where is this connection headed? Where is this connection headed with this person in question? What is her connection to me? It's connection to the person in question headed. I don't know why I'm craving some Hawaiian ice right about now. Okay. The Fool with beginnings, Nine of Cups, contentment, Two of Swords, crossroad, Ace of Swords, breakthrough, and the Moon with illusions. Three of Swords with heartache. There's going to be clarity. I feel like there's going to be clarity. I'm not sure if there's somebody else that you're interested in already, or there's someone else maybe that will come into the picture that will get your attention. Um, there is, again, like y'all want two separate things. You guys are going in two separate paths. Your person might be focused on like their self. There's something new that has their attention. I don't feel like it's a person. I feel like it's something like, I don't know if they moved recently or they're trying to move, they got a new job, something new in their life. This person does like attention though. So I don't know if they post a lot on social media, like they're always active. This was like Snapchats or something, or like some sort of story views. Like they're constantly posting, constantly trying to be seen. But as far as like where this connection is headed, I do feel like there will be a win as far as being emotionally content with where you're at. Because I feel like this person may give you no choice but to do that. Because if there's a continuation of a lack of clarity, where you're not sure what this person's wanting, so therefore you're not sure what you should do, there's going to be something that gives you that clarity that you need to see past an illusion with this person. I actually, before I even, because I looked at the first question and then I kind of glanced at the second question. At first, I thought you were asking, and I don't believe that it is so though, but I feel like, because the question, when I looked at it at first, it says, "Was this connection with blank all in my head?" That's where what I thought I saw at first. I don't believe it was all in your head, no. Um, but as far as where this is headed, it's going to give you the clarity that you need about this person or this connection. May not be the most peaceful clarity, but it's a clarity nonetheless that I feel like you know that you need. Let's see. There's some sort of clarity that you're going to get past this moon energy. Like nothing is going to be hidden from you. Long distance between you, stay the course and take time out. Yeah. So this, it might be an energy of pause that you need. You know, there is going to be some sort of distance between the two of you. Maybe there is, maybe there's something with communication, or when this person talks to you, there's something that just feels amiss, or like y'all just not on the same page or something. It feels confusing to me. Like it's, you're wondering, I feel like you got to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust your intuition, because I feel like there's a little bit of gaslighting, or a little bit of um, not being completely transparent and honest with you, or just kind of keeping you in a holding space, keeping you in a comfortable spot, because they may not be sure what they want to do yet with this connection. They may not be 100% wanting to like let you go or something, but they're not showing up fully either. So you have to honor your own self, your own intuition, and what's healthiest and best for you at the end of the day, whatever that is. So I'm gonna leave it at that, sis. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully this is helpful. Gives you some sense of peace or healing. I know it's not the most easiest message to deliver, but I hope it was helpful nonetheless. Okay. I'm sending much love as always. Be blessed, sis. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. Feedback. Okay, last but not least, unless anyone else is interested, technically my last read will be Miss Gabby. Okay, yours is a love spread. All right. 7440. So 11440. Okay. All right. Love spread. Let's get it. Let's clear our previous energies. So I don't know if you were asking about a specific person or you just want to leave it open. Spirit, ask for divine wisdom, truth, and clarity for Gabby, her divine ancestors, divine team who love me, guys, my sister, protect her. Ask for clarity, wisdom, and truth. What is it? I'll leave it open. Okay, got you. Love energy for Gabby. What does she need to know? What's the love energy? Yeah, you're very welcome. My pleasure. I got you, sis. Okay. Confidence, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, Faithful, not the Shamar Moore card. You got a big ass dome. The Magician with Influence, Four of Pentacles with Security. Yeah, he got one of them, I don't know, them big alien mastermind heads. Hierophant with Tradition. Okay. All right. I feel like your energy is in a good place with yourself, most importantly. And then when it comes to love and relationships, you do exude an energy that I feel like only somebody that has the right potential can approach you. You haven't ran into the right person yet. It's like almost like the person that is your match. Y'all haven't encountered each other yet. And that's for a reason. Because you got the King of Pentacles with Faithful. So this is somebody that you can depend upon, because a lot of people can depend on this person. This is like a good person, a good dude, you know, an honest, straightforward, integritous person, but they have their head on straight. So they're not like by any means easy to deceive or use, because they might be a person of means, or they might be someone that a lot of people look for, you know, to help them out mentally, like get advice from. What should I do? Like people look up to them. They appreciate this person's presence. They may have things like they have a place where maybe people can live with them, you know, if they ever need. But this person is very discerning. They're also someone that has a practical mind. So it's like, yeah, you might be my brother. You could stay with me for a couple months, but this is the rules. This is what you know. You got to have a job by such and such time. Like they're that type of person. They're not just gonna be like, you just eat up off of me. You could just lay up and just take advantage. Like they're not that. Um. So this is the type of energy I feel like that you're attracting romantically. This is a heart-centered person, and I don't feel like this is gonna be someone that's intimidated by your radiance, by your light, by you seeing, because this is a woman that I feel like that sees herself and knows herself as well. This Queen of Wands energy. With the influence card, some of this could be you being in your own power, some sort of you being like, I don't know. I don't feel like this is you doing spells or rituals on people. It might be you doing things on yourself, meaning like healing work on yourself, or self-love work on yourself, magnetism, or like working with yellow energy for like confidence, and like you being confident in yourself, boosting your energy up, believing in yourself, that type of magnetism, that type of work on yourself. Stay true and hold to, with this Four of Pentacles with Security. These things, I feel like this isn't a miser energy typically to me. This feels like you're holding on to like the things that you really value. Okay, your morals, your values, your boundaries, the things that you um yeah, I feel like this is like, it may literally be like four things, like values, morals, boundaries, your hopes, your dreams. It's like hold true to that, or parts of yourself. Like, I'm not just giving my body away. I'm not going to give up my emotions to somebody that doesn't earn it or isn't worth it. It's like you're holding these things sacred, because you know that it's only meant to be exchanged with the right people, right energy, not just romantically. And there might be something that you like you're going to stick to, like you believe in that traditional love. Like women are not supposed to overextend, overgive. We're not here to chase, you know, we're here to attract what's for us. There's this traditional energy, but there's Also, like, you creating your own tradition. Like, yeah, women, are not meant to chase. Men are supposed to provide, show up, so feel like kind of, what's the right word? Facilitate a certain type of energy, but there's a sovereignty in your energy as well. So it's not like I'm just going to be this passive, save me, rescue me type of person. That's not the energy that I'm in. My fairy tale is alignment. It's not about chasing. It's not about desperation and waiting. It's alignment energy. So that's what I'm getting from that. Let's see what else love energy wants to come through. Gabby, love energy. Gabby. Social media connection. Childhood memories. You are not being heard. Okay, so sometimes I feel this might be somebody that you meet online, but sometimes you might feel like some people do not understand you. You're not being heard. So this could be you as a messenger sometimes. Um, you do have people that do listen to you. You might help people with inner child traumas and wounds, or like maybe that's not like the complete intent or conscious content, or like where the topic or subject matter is around in your messages, but nonetheless, like the topics or the things that you are talking about, it is helping people to heal their inner child. Um, your person could, I don't know, they could come across your content, possibly. Um, you might say something that, okay, so like mediums or psychics, they could pick up energy around like a person's childhood, like your nickname was this, or you lived in this kind of house, or something where you pick up something about their childhood memory that no one else would know unless they know them personally or something like that. It's not something easily guessable or something like that. Um, there's something that might stick out to this person that you say. So I do get a feeling that this is someone that may come across your content or something, because you got the social media connection, childhood memories, you're not being heard. Um, this feels like content. And then not only that, the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, and the Magician with the influence, this feels like something that you do spiritually that's coming through. Okay. Um, I'm gonna pull, instead of from the moon deck, the moonology, I think it's called, I'm gonna use the Cosmic Pearl Oracle to get more messages for Gabby. Target 19. Spirit. Wow. A few cards came out. You have vanilla infused memories, enjoyment, relaxation, and ease. The oceanic mirror with boundless openness, infinite beauty. Crystalline blessings, activation, rainbow energy, and awaken. So this is like a continuation of like your energy work on yourself. I picked this up for someone last night, but there's something about vanilla energy, vanilla scent, that maybe not credited as much. Like the properties of vanilla, like the smell of vanilla is very sweet, but there's something powerful and potent about that energy. And kind of magnetizing. Um, I love the smell of vanilla. Like it just depends on what it's paired with, but that scent might be healing. It might invoke something or heal something inside of you. Um, maybe using a mirror, some water, or doing like some sort of energy work in the water, self-reflecting. The rainbow energy could be significant as well. Some sort of like meditation with rainbow energy, or working with those the 7 chakra candles that have all 7 colors in it, and the colors of the rainbow. There's something with those energies is like healing work. Could be a mirror involved, water or the ocean, or sea salt, water, vanilla. Yeah, this feels like spiritual work to me. And it is meant to help you like be more receptive, more open, relaxed, more present. So this could be like a beauty ritual for yourself too. Maybe like a spiritual bath, maybe with these components involved in it. Um, they do have rainbow oral crystals too, so I don't know, maybe something with that because this is crystalline blessings, so something with a crystal maybe. But yeah, other than that, sis, that is what I'm getting for your read. So much love as always, sis. I appreciate you. I hope this reaches you at the divine right time, like this message that you needed. Okay, always my pleasure. All right, so if no one else, that was my last message for the night. If there's no one else, yeah, you're very welcome. Yes, you're very welcome, sis. Okay, so yeah, I think that might be my last read for the night. You guys have been so kind. I appreciate it. Okay, so I will. You as well, sis. Thank you. All right, so let's shut it down. I'll catch you guys in the next live, whatever that will be, general, next read, whatever. Be sure if you guys like this video to like it, show some love. If you guys would like to book me for any of my services, check them out. Link will be in the description. If not, check out my other videos. And yeah, until next time, much love. Be safe. Peace.